For what reason do endless weight control plans and workout regimes end up in disappointment? What causes such a disturbing rate? Is the program to blame? Corpulence is developing at a disturbing rate. A great many individuals are making enormous arrangements to change their way of life. Diet plans are bought, gym enrollments paid for, but then inside a long time they have abandoned both the eating routine and exercise program. Indeed, they might not have dropped the rec center participation yet, as they intend to begin practicing again soon, perhaps. So what exactly goes wrong? For what reason do endless individuals quit from the get-go? It causes individuals to accept that it is simply not beneficial abstaining from excessive food intake, as they are bound not to succeed. One of the fundamental explanations behind eating regimens fizzling is on the grounds that individuals hope to get results quick. They merely hope to miss several suppers and, hello presto, as though by enchantment the entirety of the weight will have supernaturally gone. Individuals have generally expected moment results, an enchantment pill perhaps. The issue is that there are no enchantment pills accessible up till now. Not overseeing an eating regimen to its decision will bring about the eating routine coming up short, surprisingly more dreadful the vast majority heap the additional pounds on. Inspiration and good judgment are expected to get results. Inspiration that endures, you must have the correct attitude. The correct methodology, the resolve. When you understand this and work on your inspiration issues first, you are bound to arrive at your objectives, and your well-being and wellness way of life will be before. You have the inspiration, somewhere inside you. You can do it. Possibly your family or companions will uphold you and cheer you on. This will help increment your inspiration. So when you know about individuals falling flat with their eating regimens and exercise programs, understand that it isn't the program that is bombing them. They are falling flat. Their inspiration has bombed them. Inspiration and staying the course. All things considered, your inspiration will be the central factor in your eating regimen. You need to remain centered, decided and persuaded as far as possible. Getting support from family, companions and experts will all assist with keeping you persuaded at the same time. Toward the end, it truly is dependent upon you to change your way of life around. In the event that you are overweight or clinically hefty and needing to shed the weight, you need to assume liability and adhere to the plan. Eat the correct eating regimen, don't nibble, and follow a decent exercise schedule. You will likewise require a decent 8 hours of rest every single day too. Have a go at keeping your psyche concentrated on the ideal final product. Have confidence in yourself. Accept that you can do it. Consider the final products and how you will feel when you accomplish your objective. Your endeavors won't appear as troublesome at that point. It will be simpler to remain inspired and concentrated on your objectives on the off chance that you begin thinking this way. Become the individual that you have for a long while been itching to be. Prevail with your eating regimen and you will presumably locate a more certain you holding up toward the end. An individual that realizes that they can complete what they began. They can arrive at their objectives. Pick a diet and exercise program that suits you. Don't simply hop into an eating routine program blindfolded. Try to pick the correct program, as this will give you an enormous favorable position of arriving at your objectives. The well-being and wellness industry have gotten soaked with health improvement plans, some great, some awful. The explanation behind this is on the grounds that endless individuals are deficient with regards to the assurance and bomb pitiably just to wind up accusing the program. They at that point proceed onward to the following eating regimen program, anticipating a simple fix, and yes, something very similar occurs. Without the correct mentality, and the preceded with inspiration, individuals wind up buying diet plan after eating routine arrangement. The eating regimen industry won't let you into their mystery. They don't need you to understand that it is you that is deficient with regards to the assurance, the determination to succeed, the appetite, the inspiration. Indeed, it is a hard trudge, yet it is justified, despite all the trouble. You realize that inconvenience is, the eating routine industry needs to sell diets and sell eats less carbs they will. A large number of pounds are being spent, and in the event that you are not cautious, you will wind up in this endless loop that is presumably helping you to put on significantly more weight. It can get entangled to discover an eating regimen and exercise plan that suits you. Exploring for a practical abstaining from excessive food intake program that will assist you with arriving at your weight reduction and wellness objectives can take a period, as there are so numerous accessible. There are so numerous self-admitted specialists out there that will lead you to abstaining from excessive food intake items that they know nothing about. They possibly realize that they will get a commission in the event that they sell it. Probably the best activity is to ensure that you research precisely what kind of diet it is and does the activity program suit you. On the off chance that you have any medical issues or are fat, you truly need to get sound exhortation from a specialist. He will likely could have the option to propose an arrangement that won't just be beneficial for you at the same time, safe to follow. Your nearby library may have the option to help. They have slimming down and practice books on their racks, and in the event that you take my tip, you will stroll to the library on the off chance that it is sufficiently close and you can. This will be acceptable exercise for you. Exploring both on and disconnected will give you a smart thought of what's in store from an eating regimen and exercise plan. Recall, don't let it alarm you and remain roused. Online discussions are an incredible spot. You can converse with similarly invested individuals and get the help that you have to succeed. Individuals will likewise have the option to clarify what eats less they have attempted and perhaps suggest one. Be cautious, however. A portion of the individuals on there are not in the wake of shedding pounds, they are basically there to hawk diet books that they are subsidiary to. A large portion of them think nothing about the eating regimen and have not given it a shot for themselves. So be admonished, remain steady and get your work done. Don't simply acknowledge the exhortation off the principal individual that you connect with. Make a note and exploration the item further if conceivable. Attempt and discover precisely the stuff to accomplish your objectives utilizing the each program that you are exploring. Consider what you should do, how much time you should give, regardless of whether you can do what is anticipated from you, what gear will you be relied upon to utilize, what sort of results should you expect, and how before long would you be able to anticipate results. Responding to these inquiries will assist you with settling on the correct eating routine and exercise program for you. One that has a superior possibility of succeeding. You should simply include yourself, your inspiration and assurance. Talking with a certified individual will assist with controlling you the correct way, yet once more, don't let their eagerness steer you off course. The eating routine and exercise program likely could be an extraordinary one, however, on the off chance that it incorporates nourishments that you don't care for and practices that you can't do, at that point it will be futile for you. You are bound before you start. So exploration, research and afterward have a decent consider the entirety of the project's benefits and minuses before settling on your last decision. Simple does it. Try not to race into your new exercise program and try too hard. You will most likely wind up in torment, or more awful, you may harm yourself. You have to begin at a moderate pace. Relax, and stir your way up gradually over a couple of days or a long time possibly. As your wellness levels increment alongside your certainty, you will before long have the option to finish a full exercise. Take exhort from staff at the exercise center if conceivable. They are the specialists. They are prepared, with the goal that they can offer solid counsel, so observe it. Stir your way up to each level is the most ideal way. Perhaps you should begin with a lively stroll for 20 to 30 minutes on your first day. Every week you can add 5 minutes to this until you arrive at your 1-hour seat mark. Beginning at excessively troublesome of a level will leave you accepting that you can't make it, that you can't arrive at your objectives. You will before long surrender. So don't wrongly overdo it. The equivalent goes for your eating regimen also. Try not to surrender the entirety of your preferred nourishments at the same time, as this is at risk to push down you and will cause gigantic desires for undesirable nourishments. Wretchedness will likewise impede your weight reduction plan, as when you are discouraged, your body delivers a hormone called cortisol. This hormone is known as the pressure hormone and will debilitate your body and brain. This hormone could well hose your excitement, and you will assist you with surrendering your arrangement sooner. You could begin by treating yourself with a couple of the undesirable nourishments that you at present appreciate eating. At that point gradually surrender one every week until you end up with just your sound eating regimen remaining. Regardless of whether you are eating a totally exacting eating routine, you should at present treat yourself with one dinner that you appreciate every week. We like to consider it a treat dinner. It is your treat, your compensation for adhering to your eating regimen, and will give you something to anticipate. You have to slide yourself into your new long-haul workout regime. You shouldn't begin definitely at the same time. Start gradually and constantly gather up speed. Before long your body will adjust and you will have the option to play out the harder exercises and hold fast to the new size bits that your eating routine requests. This will assist you with remaining on the course and won't stun your body to its center. Try not to hope to just lose fat from the territories that you need. You will in all probability lose fat gradually and equitably from everywhere your body. Numerous individuals are under the dream that concentrating their activity on a specific aspect of their body will make the entirety of the weight happen to from that spot. This isn't accurate. I have seen guys doing many crunches, focusing on their six-pack for a long time, continually with the expectation that they will wind up with an all-around etched six-pack. Not really. You can crunch non-stop for 24 hours of the day and it just won't occur. Not until you have your general muscle-to-fat ratio down to around 10% or less. Have a go at letting them know. They won't tune in. Ensure that you understand this and just spotlight on different strategies that